Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is my 9-month baby update with baby boy number 2 and I cannot believe we're already here. Boy, this has been a long journey. If you've been along with me this whole time from trying to conceive to having my very first baby to even my very first baby with miscarriage, and so I had my first baby and birth, recovery, his growth of this first year of life, then trying to conceive for this baby's pregnancy, and then this baby's birth, and then I'll have his year of development month to month. But this has been quite a long 4+ year journey to get my family here, and I am so ecstatic to finally say my family is almost all here. I cannot wait to have all 4 of us and to be our full complete family with 2 little precious sweet boys. Thank you for being here. This month covers week 35, 36, 37, 38. I probably will go to 39, maybe not, but I figure I may not be able to film that if I wait that long. So I'll be filming here as my 9-month update at 38 weeks. So I'm 38 weeks today. It is currently July 4th. Happy 4th, everyone. It looks like we will not have a July 4th baby. He is very snug in there today. Thank goodness. So I'm just now curious, we're on baby watch, when baby will make his appearance and choose his birth date. Could be my birthday, my husband's birthday. Could be the same date my first son is born, but just in June he was born. It could be the day before that to fill the chronological 9, 10, 11, 12 for our birthdays, or the 13th to do 10, 11, 12, 13. So we are on baby watch and ready for anything. Yes, so my very first boy, Connor, he was born at 39 weeks and 2 days. I was induced for his birth, but I actually went into labor the day before and rolled into his induction time at 6 centimeters dilated, so they pretty much didn't have to do anything to induce him. So it's hard to say he was induced, but it was originally the plan. But he was going to be born that day no matter what. So with that being said, 39 weeks and 2 days, second babies come sooner and quicker. So with quicker labor, I'm assuming this baby will be born at week 38, which I am just now turning 38 weeks, so that is this current week. So we will be seeing how that outcome will be, and I'm so curious when this baby's birthday will be. So for a quick recap, my 38-week appointment, I had my strep B test performed, and I was negative again. Last pregnancy negative, this pregnancy negative. Praise the Lord, that just saves me a lot of heartache, a lot of issues, a lot of struggle and stress and planning, because I'm allergic to penicillin, and so if you're positive for strep B, they normally make you do a 4-hour drip of antibiotics before you give birth, and if you're allergic to penicillin, it's 8 hours, and I was not even in the hospital for 8 hours before my son was born, Connor, my first. So second babies come quicker anyway, with the quicker labor. I was like, how can I plan it where they'll admit me and keep me and still get an 8-hour antibiotic drip before he comes? So that was very, very stressful to me. So very excited to know that that's negative and I don't have to worry about that at all. So that was at 35 weeks, and they did do a dilation check, and I was at a 1.5 centimeters, so 1.5 centimeters and 50% effaced that early on. For Connor, I was not dilated at all at that point. So I was quite nervous and started to mad clean everything because I was very concerned baby was going to come much sooner than later. My 36-week appointment, I had my very last ultrasound, which measured his growth and kind of predicted his size for birth. He was 6 pounds and 7 ounces, which is exactly what Connor was at that point. And Connor ended up being a 7.5-pound baby at birth at 39 weeks and 2 days. So I'm assuming this baby will probably be right around there, maybe a smidge less, depending on when he comes. And at that 36-week appointment, I was dilated still to 1.5 and 50% effaced, so nothing had changed. So I kind of got to relax a little bit, know that like, okay, baby's not coming tomorrow, just because I was dilated sooner, we're gonna be okay. For my 37-week appointment, I was dilated to a 2, solid 2, and I was 60% effaced. For my 38-week appointment, I was dilated to 2.5 to 3 centimeters and 60% effaced still. So I had progressed to basically almost a 3. So things are moving along in the right direction, and this whole time my fundal height and even an ultrasound is showing baby's about 5 to 6 days ahead in his growth too. So you know, I'm 38 weeks, but baby's basically measuring 39. So that's how Connor was too. So that's probably why he came early. And this baby will probably too. My guess personally is July 9th. I'm just putting that out there. But I thought Connor was going to come on June 2nd. He was born on June 10th of 2022. So I was 8 days off, but we'll see. So this last month we celebrated Connor's 2nd birthday. I cannot believe he's 2. And we had his party the weekend after, and I just couldn't believe, one, that, you know, we tried so hard to have 2 under 2. We really wanted the 2nd baby to be born before Connor turned 2. And the month we conceived, it took a little longer, you know, our journey took a little longer than we thought. And so this baby's born due in July instead of June or May. So no 2 under 2, and that didn't happen. Like, he didn't come early. So Connor's already 2, but we still have 2 and under, 2 and under. But I was really hoping to have 2 and under, just to have that really close age gap in the summer. And I was also curious if this baby was going to be a late June baby, but now it's July, so no matter what, this is a July baby, was meant to be from the start. He's joining my husband and I on our birthdays, the 11th and 12th, to see, you know, what day is he going to be born with us in July. So that'd be fun to have birthday twins, maybe even on our exact birthdays. We also had my baby sprinkle, which is a baby shower but for a 2nd child, so it's called a sprinkle, not as big. And it was a tea party theme. I had to get all the girly stuff out of my system before baby was born. I always thought I'd have a girl, and her first birthday party would be a tea party theme. Well, since I don't have a girl, I had to still have my tea party, but preferably before he's here, so he doesn't have to have a tea party themed anything when he's here. So us girls had a wonderful time at the tea room, and it was a beautiful sprinkle. I'll show you some pictures. We had little party favors of a candle with sprinkles that said "Sprinkled with Love," our baby's name on the candle, which his last name, because we don't have a first name nailed down yet. We do kind of, but we aren't 100% sure, and we don't want to throw it out there in case it changes. We've got it down to like 3 C names to match our family's trend. Also, this last month, we got my maternity pictures done at 35 weeks. I wanted to do it as late as possible, but I was nervous at that 35-week appointment that, you know, I was already dilated to 1.5, 50% of face. Now this baby was coming. There was no time for waiting until 38 weeks or more, or even a little less, for maternity pictures in case that day didn't come. This is my very last pregnancy, my last baby. So I was like, okay, I have to get maternity pictures with my family no matter what. So we got that done. I wore a wine-colored dress. We went out to a beautiful field, took some pictures. I'll show you those 2, and they were just gorgeous. It was hard to get pictures with Connor. He's 2, and so it's really hard to get him to smile, cooperate, but I went in with very realistic expectations, and we got 1 or 2 really good ones. I'm going through all the feelings right now, with this being my last baby, last pregnancy. I'm very sad to know that this is my last time feeling those baby kicks on the inside. I love pregnancy so much, and I love feeling the baby kick. And this is my last time ever, so that's one of the reasons I'm not inducing. I want to have as long as possible with this baby inside in a healthy way. And I'm just anxious and nervous, and for the birth, for recovery, for breastfeeding, for all the things that do come with God's beautiful creation of childbirth, but are very challenging, sleep deprivation, and then of course my son's casting journey that will be starting soon after birth. I go back and forth between I'm so uncomfortable, I'm ready for a baby to come right now, to I'm gonna miss this. I'm trying to live every second, take it all in, and know this is it. This is my last time experiencing this, and enjoy every second. So it's very emotional right now. My emotions are high, sleep is low. I'm very much more uncomfortable at this point than I was with Connor, partly because I'm having to watch him and run after him. And sleep is hard because it's very hard to get comfortable. It's hard to turn over. Everything hurts. Everything's uncomfy. But that's just, it's all beautiful. It's all part of the beautiful design. My stomach's gotten even bigger this last week, which I didn't think it could. and it's about to that max point Connor's pregnancy was with my belly. Baby is now facing my spine. I can tell because I feel his spine right here, so he's in position, ready to be born. I'm just ready to go into labor with Connor's pregnancy. Went into labor at 5 a.m. It woke me up out of my sleep. Thought I had food poisoning. Turns out it's contractions because food poisoning doesn't come on every 6 minutes. And labor kicked off from there. So I have to fully anticipate having nothing, then going into labor very quickly. Very similar birth I'm anticipating, and I pray it is just as easy as Connor's, and I don't have to push as hard, and I have a very easy birth experience. I pray so hard. I'm very scared. Yeah, so I'm going to show you some pictures, and we are rounding out this last update, and then you got to meet baby and have his monthly updates. And I'm going to show a little bit more about the casting process because I just feel like we're not going to go through that alone, and I think more information needs to be shared about it than it is, because it's a very rare thing. So first I'm going to start off with, and also the scale messed up at the last doctor's appointment. I think they entered in a wrong number or something, but I have been 1 to 3 pounds, 1 to 5 pounds or 1 to 3 pounds lighter at each exact stage of this pregnancy as with Connor, and I still held true with that with my last appointment. I was like 3 pounds, 1.5 pounds under where I was with Connor, and then 3, and I think I've held steady at that, or maybe even 2 pounds under. So it's been pretty neck and neck this whole time. So this was my son's birthday. Also, we've got the house set. I got a new phone, so there's plenty of storage. I cannot believe Connor's 2. If you've been around this whole time, I mean, he literally was just born yesterday. Feeding him some cake. For his birthday, we took him to Build-A-Bear. I'll insert some pictures. Me and my beautiful mom. That was at our tea party. Baby sprinkle she threw for me. Boy, she is so, so sweet. It says, "Let's party," with a T-E-A at the end. So my sprinkle was beautiful. And then my maternity pictures. I felt huge but looked beautiful in my dress. My family. I would upload these individually, but it doesn't always work, and these are too good to not have shown, so this is a lot easier. I love this picture of me and my son. My 2 boys. I am so blessed. My mom took all these. I've since then gotten a haircut, so I'm all ready for birth. I just gotta paint my toenails. This was the naked cake at the baby sprinkle. Fully naked cake. The tea room. My beautiful dress. Let me show you the back. This was at Bustled, but had a long train. Also got everyone's doctor's appointments all set up and taken care of for Lucy, Connor, baby, me, dentist, so we're all set. I've been bouncing on my birth ball. I start curb walking this Friday. My last appointment's on my birthday. I'll be 39 weeks on my birthday, the earliest day I'd be able to induce anyway. And I was really hoping to still be 30 when I have this baby. I was 28 with Connor, and I'll be turning 31 in 8 days, so I've got 8 days to get this baby out before I turn 31. It's always just been my goal to have a baby, my second baby at 30. So happy July 4th, everyone. I can't wait to see you, to share with you my birth story and introduce to you my son. And thank you for tagging along here with Lucy and letting her stay. It is the 4th of July, like I said, and she's a nervous wreck. And thank you guys so much. Guys, this is months. 38 weeks today. This is what the actual stomach looks like. I'm amazed I've had no stretch marks this time. I did the last pregnancy. I thought I just had to because I did last time. My skin was, I already has them, or had them. They kind of went away. See? It's very tight. I always have an innie belly button in pregnancy. And yeah. Pretty unreal. It's definitely low. Last time to ever have a belly like this. Baby's nursery. That's for if he doesn't sleep at night. Laundry basket. The dresser I had with Connor, except I took the diaper changing station off the top. My sweet Lucy. Sound machine. Picture of my husband and his casts. My boys will follow suit. Or Connor already has. I love this from Etsy. Connor has a light blue bunny. This baby has more of a woodsy bunny. Kind of fits his theme. Love the diaper genie. A lot of people knock it. I love it. Oh, my favorite wall. I love that sign I got for him. Lucy. Psst. Lucy, come here. Good girl, come. Good girl. Got a mini crib with a forward-facing changing table. Put the diapers in here. It's so nice. So ergonomic. Bears. The wall. Forest theme. A lot of similar things to my first son's nursery. Lucy, my precious baby. Are you excited for baby brother to arrive? The newest baby brother? Yeah? Are you gonna be a good big sister again? You're so good with Connor. I know you'll be just as good. Yeah. You get to sit here while I nurse brother. Yeah. You're just as good. You're just a good girl. You're so patient, so sweet. She used to take Connor's passies and would use them like he should. And then she stopped doing that. So I don't have to worry about that this time around because she's used to it. Oops. My pink diaper bag. And that one that converts into like a little bed. His initials. Sprinkled with love. Has his little sprinkle party favor gift. It's a candle. You can see that. And that is his heartbeat bear. Sweet sound. Just love Connor's and all Connor's clothes. go. Alright everyone, I would love to show you guys what's in my hospital bag as a second-time mom. You can say I'm an expert now. So for my first son's birth, we overpacked so much and had no idea. I probably still am a little bit, but I tell you, if you could really just go in butt naked and leave butt naked, you'd be doing yourself and everyone there a favor. So that's really not realistic, but that's about how I feel with how much you should really bring or not. It is absurd by how much you don't need. So they provide literally everything you could ever need. So I'm going to be wearing in what I will be wearing out because it is flowy maternity, less clothes, so I can just be wearing it, and as long as it doesn't get messed up. And if it does, I'll wear a hospital gown out. I don't care. But that's just my plan. So I'm going to wear in what I'm going to wear out. Loose flowy dress, good for breastfeeding, and same for my shoes. So that's one less thing I have to pack. It'll just be on my body. I usually go in without like a bra on and such because you won't be needing that. Like, you'll be breastfeeding constantly and you'll have their postpartum underwear. So literally just the dress and some shoes, which have a good sole here so you don't have to touch the icky ground, or wear their socks because the socks are not very good. And I'm a hot-natured person, and this is late in the summer, later than my other baby's birth, so I do not need anything extra warmth on me. I'll be bringing in the car my boppy diaper bag, extra fuzzy blanket in case it is cold for some reason inside, and baby's car seat, obviously. You leave that in there till it's time to go. Trying to think what else. And a lot of extra water and snacks. Those are the things you do not need to bring in. Oh, and an extra pillow. Because usually the hospital pillows are okay, but I like to have mine just in case I can't sleep. My husband could run to the car. It's better to have everything in the car that you could need and not bring in so you can just run out to get it. This is my loose flowy dress. It's just a navy little nursing dress. And this is my bag. It's me and baby's bag. My husband will be bringing his bag with his own pillow, and we're also bringing a set of twin sheets to put over the couch for him so he doesn't have to sleep on their sheets or just the yucky couch. So that's something he's bringing that's a little extra. But this is my Vera Bradley bag. It's tiny. It's just for me and for this little guy. My hospital I delivered at last time used to provide massive cups of water for their patients, and it would have kept me hydrated. But when I came, they just switched to little like fourth size cups, and let me tell you what, I absolutely constantly asked them to fill it up because I couldn't get enough water and they wouldn't give it to me fast enough. So I've learned my lesson. I'm bringing my very own water container for them to fill up for me, and it's 40 ounces. And I'm asked for no ice because they give you ice so they don't have to get you stuff as much, and you have less water. So no ice, this thing, I'll ask them to fill it up over and over, and hopefully it will last me, because after birth, you're so thirsty and exhausted. You just ran your marathon of life. And this reminded me of the beach. So, I've got, on the outside pocket here, I have a hair clip for if I'm pushing, want the hair out of my face ASAP, that's for that. I have nipple spray for learning to breastfeed whenever everything hurts, and it's just kind of like a saline spray solution. I did not have that for Connor, but I started to have lots of pain breastfeeding towards the end of my stay and wish I'd had something besides the little cream they give that does not help. Shampoo and conditioner. I personally don't think I'm going to be showering there. I did not enjoy my shower experience. My husband actually fell in the shower. I was this close to falling. It is very slippery. With shower shoes, without, I don't know what they've done, and it's the worst shower you could ever imagine in your life. I mean, might as well take a shower at a camp in the middle of nowhere. So, I don't mind being stinky. I think my plan is I will not be showering at the hospital and just coming home and showering right away. Speaking of, here are my shower shoes, just in case. First things first. This hospital gown is in my bag and it takes the place of their hospital gown. The second I give birth, I switch into this and stay in this the whole time. It is snaps for easy access nursing. They both snap down. It opens like that, and in the back in case they need to get to something for you. It is the easiest, softest, and not open like flap in the back. So it is the best thing you could possibly wear in the hospital. It's free to mom. Do not wear their gowns unless you're actually pushing baby out. That thing was a lifesaver the entire recovery stay. This is bring your little one's going home outfit. Little brother. Connor will be wearing Big Brother shirt, and he'll be visiting Bubba's in the hospital in his Big Brother shirt, and this baby will be wearing his little brother shirt. So cute. I can't wait to announce his name once we know. We're pretty sure. We just have to narrow it down a little bit. I got two. So you also want to pack the baby's picture announcement outfit, and so this is a Caden Lane olive knotted gown with the little hat, and he will be on this little precious blanket on the background. So with Connor, I had him in a white onesie with blue rainbows for my rainbow baby, and the background was a solid dark blue. So this is reverse, so it's the solid outfit and white background. Caden Lane. I think it will look so pretty. So that's one picture. The sign. This will be in the back of the bassinet for the announcement picture. I've got expo markers in here, like 20 of them in case they run out of ink. It says Hello World, and you write in everything you could possibly need, because we aren't 100% sure on his name, so that's why I wanted to be able to write everything in, just in case we change our mind last minute. And our baby has club feet, so we won't have a true length on him, because it will shave off like 4 inches that he really isn't, but his feet are curled up and stuck under him, so yes. His other sign announcement option, we probably will not do this one, but I've got it just in case. I have an emerald blanket here with his name. It's his first and middle name, and if we change our minds, we just can't use it. But here's the knotted gown, emerald color, Caden Lane that goes with it. The typical name thing. I'll put some pictures in once he's here of that combo. And then you'll want a cute hospital robe for when visitors come, when all those nurses and people that aren't there helping your hoo-ha come in, and you want to look presentable, and for pictures with baby in the hospital too. Gown to be in for postpartum, toddler, the baby's leaving outfit, the announcement sign picture outfits, your pretty robe for pictures, fuzzy socks just in case. I'm having a July birth, late July birth. I'm already hot. I don't think I'll need those, but they're better than the hospitals in case you get cold. And you'll want a separate outfit for the baby just to wear, you know, just while he's there. So I've got that just in case, and it's just like a soft little gray knotted gown. Easy to get to diaper changes, has a little hat because their head gets cold and their hats do not stay on at the hospital. And also they are big on swaddling, but you have to swaddle them nonstop, from breastfeeding to diaper changes for them checking him. I mean, you're spending your whole time swaddling, and not well, because no one can swaddle well. And they don't help you much. The nurses did not help me for anything. I had a terrible nurse experience for my stay with Connor for those 2 days. So with that being said, we're not doing swaddling. We're doing a sleep sack option. Put them in, zip them up, and we've got right here a little newborn Velcro swaddle. Easy to put them in, Velcro them up. That's what we're doing instead. Should have done that the first time. Had no idea. Swaddling is the death of you. Even if you learn how to do it, it's terrible. Here's a sleep sack option. Literally, it's the little, like, what brand is this? Love to Swaddle brand. You can get it on Amazon. Zips up. We use that all the time for Connor. We still do. It even works with his cast and boots and bar a little bit. Burp cloths. Always need extra burp cloths because baby does spit up. Toiletries bag. You can have your toothbrush. I already have shampoo and conditioner. Bar soap, toothpaste. Those are very important. nursing pads for rubbing on your hospital nightgown because it starts to hurt. A nursing bra, that's very important for chafing too. So you put nursing bra on or nursing pads under your nightgown. And I did a little bit of both. I've got the nursing silverettes. I've heard wonderful things about that. Or if you start to have really sore nipples in the beginning, or have cracks, bleeding, even engorgement issues, clogged ducts, mastitis, even for weaning, it's supposed to be wonders, and use that only for these things, like not just normally, but like it's for these problems, or else you can get like yeast infection or something. So I hope this is my saving grace in the hospital. And also make sure that they're disposable nursing pads and the non-disposable kind, because when you're that new into breastfeeding, the non-disposable kind or the disposable kind are very abrasive and hurt, where the fabric ones are so soft. I've got snacks in here. I just brought like protein bars, granola bars, things that are easy to eat, because let me tell you what, when you order food at the hospital, it'll get there 4 or 5 hours later. So when you eat your next meal, go ahead and order your next meal, because by the time you're actually ready to eat, it'll finally be arriving. We learned that the hard way. We had to wait like 5 to 6 hours for each meal, literally, and we were just so hungry. And by the time they get it to you, you're nursing the baby, you're going to the bathroom, you're cleaning, like there's so much going on. Get yourself some snacks that are meal replacements, easy to eat, so you don't feel terrible at 3 a.m. when nothing's open, you don't want to go anywhere, and you're fighting. I mean, you're fighting for survival. I brought an MAM bottle for worst case scenario, if I have to pump, if they had to give formula for whatever crazy reason. I want them to use this bottle to help transition from breast to bottle if they had to. I do not have any pacifiers. I do not do that until breastfeeding is established at 3 or 4 weeks. It's very hard to wait that long, but I just do not believe in doing that for my baby. Personal preference. And that is it. And truly, that is it for what you need to bring. And everything happens so fast. At least my first birth was that we brought one board game, kind of like Yahtzee, in the car to play in case it was going to be a long time, but my labor was so quick with Connor, there was no time. And so maybe bring a board game or something in the car, cards. Yeah, and some people watch movies, but I go to the hospital last minute so I can just come in, come out, give birth, leave. So I don't have time really for anything, and I'm not inducing this time, so I don't think I'll be bored. And when the baby comes, you wish you were bored, because it's a lot of work. But yeah, so that's what's in my hospital bag. And I got the house ready. We've got Halo bassinet near the bed. All the car seats installed in all the vehicles. We've got the bouncer will swing out in 2 places. The other bouncers that they just lay in, he just lays in. And the pack and play, it's like a mini one downstairs. And I think that's about it. We've got the strollers, put those together. Everything is set to go. I just have a small list of things to do until baby comes. Got his baby book set. Wrote a note to him. Yeah, we're just ready to meet him.